Okay, so apparently this is called a Grisius orb.
Grisius. Grisius. Grisius.
Grisius, not gracious as I've been calling it. So, there's something that I learned. Alright, so that was that. Let's get to the video. So you may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. And then my Pharaoh seed finally evolved to reach his perfect form.
It's part of my design.
To give you guys an understanding just how powerful Detonator has become. After the fusion, his attack was 103. However, because of huge power, that now gets doubled to 206. That right there was a stab surf, and that's all it did. So look what happens when I use a move that's not a stab, not even super effective, but all because it's a physical move.
Nani?
So yeah, with an attack power of 206, I am now hitting harder than Kartana. Even Kartana has an attack stat of 181. Okay, credit where it's due, that is a very clean looking sprite. Whoever drew that, good job. The fusion itself is not my cup of tea, but the sprite looks good. And after we were finally done with Sylph Corporation, it was time to take on Sabrina. Dude, Muncher's got this in the bag. I'm just gonna crunch him. I'm just gonna keep spamming crunch and just eat him.
Nom nom nom.
The challenger faces Sabrina, the Saffron gym leader and the mistress of psychic Pokemon. Try not to get scrambled by psychic attacks.
Nom nom nom. Huh?
Oh, the attack missed!
I saw what you were going for. I'm not gonna fall for no baton pass shenanigans. Get out of here.
Huh?
Oh, that's a fusion of Espeon and an Umbreon. I thought that was just an Espeon. I didn't see the R. There's an Umbreon in there. Huh.
Come on! I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
It's finally taken down!
Ah yes, Genkazam. Two of the most well-renowned Pokemon of Gen 1 put together. Let's see what you got. Psych, you ain't got sh**. Get out of here.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
That's it! Stage clear!
Easy peasy lippy squeezy. And then I teleported to Pallet Town. And tried to swim to Cinnabar Island, but then I drowned. The end.
Whoa, amazing! Way to go!
And then after drowning, I went to the Pokemon Mansion. And I found some treasures in there. What the what? Is that a whole ass Snorlax? Yo! Don't mind if I do. What the is that a Dragonite in there? Is that a Dragonite? Wait, that's a Combuskin and a... Is that Electabuzz? Wait, no, it can't be. Wait, Electivire? That's a Combuskin and a Electivire. Yo. Yeah, don't mind me. I just got me my 2 Dragonites and 2 Snorlaxes and well, the Magmar is a static encounter, and then my Electivire. I came out with a hell of a haul. And then it was time to take on Blaine.
This is it, the showdown against Blaine. The leader of Cinnabar Gym is a fire Pokemon technician. Treat him lightly and you'll get burned. Hey, what's it doing? Down it goes! Ride that surf!
You just drop in and just smack the lip, pull back, drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, just ride the barrel and get pitted, so pitted like that.
Ground zero! It's burrowed underground! Wow! Taken down with 1 hit! That's it! Stay clear!
And after Blaine, I found Team Rocket talking about some birds or something. They stole a boat and I followed them through this weird water maze to get to Mount Amber. And by the time I got there, Team Rocket was in the process of catching Moltres. And by the time I reached Giovanni, they had fused the 3 birds to create that thing. And with my fully thought out strategy, I went in there, then I got folded like a fucking origami. Alright, and then I thought of ways how to beat that thing. First, I thought maybe a dragon of some kind could resist all the elements. But no, Articuno is in there with Ice Beam. And then I thought of Thick Fat. I had a Marill with that ability. It halves the damage from fire and ice type attacks. But even still, I couldn't just sit there for more than 2 turns. It wouldn't be enough. So what did I do? Perish Song Lapras. Look, I know it's not honorable, but whatever, we're moving on. But before tackling Giovanni, I had an idea. So you remember all those gracious orbs I have in my basement? So yeah, I was thinking about the fact that how we never found a Giratina. I thought that, fine, I'll create him myself. So I fused a Chandelure with a Haxorus. Huh? Oh my god, is that a solo leveling reference? Oh, Jesus Christ. So then I slapped a gracious orb on him. And I finally taught Detonator a physical water move in Aqua Tail. Yeah. Since I don't get Waterfall until Goldenrod City, spoilers by the way, this is the best physical water stab he can have. And then it was time for the final gym badge.
This is it! The final gym leader, Giovanni, the dawn of ground Pokemon. The challenger has to work hard for the win. No! This Pokemon looks wrong. A light tap decided the outcome. It's finally taken down. Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokemon choice.
What is up with you guys? Get it together. Alright, Byro, you're on cleanup duty.
Arise.
Will it erase the humiliation of its fallen comrade? And it's down! Gone! It's a one-hit wonder! Whoa! That was overpowering! Heavy damage! And it's down! It goes down after a good fight. That's it! Stage clear!
Yeah, boy.
And with that, Detonator's moveset is finally complete. And then I ventured through Then I ventured through Route 26. God. And then I ventured through Route 26 and it looked a little something like this. And then I finally reached Victory Road. Another Gabite? Well, don't mind if I do. Wow, that's definitely one of the fusions of all time. It sure is. Is that an Entei? What the hell is Entei doing in here? Get in the ball, you stupid mutt. Thank you. Ugh. And then we finally reached Indigo Plateau. Our adventure was nearing its end. But I wasn't ready to take on the Elite Four just yet. I decided to do a test run to see where I stand against the very first member of the Elite Four, Lorelei. And even though I won, that did not go as smoothly as I would have liked. So I took a step back and I made some preparations. First of all, Lorelei is an ice-type expert, not water and ice. I guess her team from original Red and Blue was really stuck to my brain, thinking that I could just spam Thunderbolt. But no, her entire team is partly ice-type, meaning that I had to figure out a weakness against ice. So I came up with this. So I fused a Hitmonchan with an Infernape, so that I could have access to all elemental punches and good fighting moves like Close Combat and Sky Uppercut. And then I noticed that Princess was really not pulling her weight. And then I came up with this. I finally figured out what to fuse with my Slacking. I decided to fuse a Salamence into him, to have a very sturdy, strong physical attacker that can take on any situation. And then, after some leveling, I was ready for my real attempt.